Well, how do everybody? I hope you packed your hard hat this week because Joseph is going to be running out of a dangerous situation. And you know, we believe doing the right thing can save lives, especially when we're all under construction. But first, all y'all, get those work boots on the ground and stand up for worship.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river. I've got peace, love, and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean. I've got peace, love, and joy like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace, love, joy like a fountain. I've got peace, love, and joy like a fountain. I've got peace, love, and joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace, love, and joy like a fountain. I've got peace, love, and joy like a fountain. I've got peace, love, and joy like a fountain in my soul.
Let him ask God. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God. Let him ask God. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God. Let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him, given to him, given to him. Yeah. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God. Oh, let him ask God. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God. Oh, let him ask God.
Who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him, given to him, given to him.
Oh, let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Yeah.
James 1:5.
Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God. Let him ask God.
Hey everybody, it's Gordy, and today we are doing the burrito wrap challenge. So what you need to do is grab a blanket, just like that, And you might need an extra pair of hands, so Alexis is here to help me out. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap up in a blanket. Alexis is gonna do that for me. She's gonna wrap me up as tight as possible, just like a burrito, all right? Wrap it up. Then I am gonna lay down on the ground, and I am gonna have 15 seconds without using my arms to wiggle my way out of this blanket. Do you think I can do it? Do you guys think you can do it? We're gonna see how we do. All right, when you lay down on the ground, don't hurt yourself. Be careful. Get down on the ground. 15 seconds. It's on the clock. Are you ready? I'm ready. Ready, go, wiggle. Get out of the blanket without using your arms. Get out. Oh, I'm close. Yes. How'd you guys do? All right. Did you do good? Now you have 10 seconds. Alexis is back. All right. Time gets shorter. You got to get better. Alexis is going to wrap it even tighter this time. Burrito wrap challenge. Now 10 seconds is on the clock. You did great that time, but can you do 10? We're going to find out. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, this is already much tighter. Lay down. Get ready. Feel that burrito power. And go. Wiggle. Wiggle. Try to get out. Oh no, it's tight. It's tight. Ah. No. Oh, time. I didn't do it. Did you guys do it? I failed the challenge. All right, this is for those of you that are experts, which clearly I am not. All right, 5 seconds to get out. All right, we're gonna see if I can do it. I'm sure some of you can do it. All right, here we go. 5 seconds, you're gonna have to be quick. You're gonna have to use all of your abilities, all of your unwrapping skills. Okay, get down on the ground, 5 seconds. Everybody ready? And go! Wiggle! Go! Trying to get free! Go! 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 On time! Oh, I'm exhausted. How did you guys do? Did you have fun playing the burrito wrap challenge? See you next time!
Hey guys, it's me, Allison. Do you know what time? Sorry. Hey guys, it's me, Allison. Do you know what time it is? That's right, it's time for our memory verse, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys because this week's memory verse is super fun, okay? Let's run through it once to see what we're working with. Then we're gonna break it up into a few pieces, learn it all together, and then see if we can do it 2 times in a row. Okay, so this week's memory verse is 1 Peter 5:7, and it looks a little bit like this. Turn all your worries over to Him. He cares about you. Looks pretty fun, huh? Okay, so to break it up, the first part is turn all your worries over to Him. So for turn, we're gonna take our little L in front of us, facing the ground, and then we're gonna turn it over. Pretty fun, huh? So let's try it together. Turn. Good job. And then for worries, we're gonna take our hands, put our middle fingers in and point to ourselves with them and go back and forth like this. Worries. Good job. Let's try those 2 together. Turn all your worries. Great job. And then for Him, you know who we're talking about? That's right, God. So we're going to point to God because we're talking about Him. Let's try it all together. Turn all your worries over to Him. Amazing job. And the second part is my favorite part because we get to hug ourselves. Okay, let's try it. Because He cares about you. So, like the last part, for He, we're gonna point to God, because that's who we're talking about. But for cares, we're gonna give ourselves a hug, because we hug people that we care about. You guys know. Okay, and then for the last part, you, we're gonna point out to you guys. Great job. Let's try the second part all together. Because He cares about you. Beautiful job, guys. Okay, what time is it now? That's right. See if we can do it 2 times in a row. I know you guys can because you're professionals by now, but let's just see. Here we go. 1 Peter 5:7. Turn all your worries over to Him. He cares about you. Beautiful job. All right, one more time. Here we go. 1 Peter 5:7. Turn all your worries over to Him. He cares about you. Beautiful job. Okay, but listen, you guys have to keep practicing because next week we're gonna add last week's and this week's together and do them all together, okay? So remember to keep practicing because it's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited to see you guys next week. Keep practicing. I bet he becomes super famous and God rescues him from being a slave.
I don't know. I think maybe he becomes a servant and stays that way for a while.
Really? You think God would let him be a slave? That makes no sense.
I guess. I just think that God might use Joseph wherever he is.
Hey guys!
Hey, Sarah.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, we're trying to guess what happened to Joseph after his brothers sold him. I think God is going to rescue him and he becomes super famous.
And I think that he's gonna be a servant for a while.
Well, you're both right.
What?
We are?
Yep. But I don't think it's gonna happen quite like you two are thinking. So let's go to the blueprints and take a look.
The merchant travelers sold Joseph in Egypt to one of Pharaoh's officials. His name was Potiphar, and he was the captain of the palace guard. He saw that the Lord was with Joseph. So Joseph lived in Potiphar's house and was put in charge of everything. The Lord blessed Potiphar's family and servants because of Joseph, and he was successful at everything he did. Now Joseph was strong and handsome, and Potiphar's wife noticed him. She liked him and wanted to have a relationship with him. But Joseph refused her day after day. He said to her, "You are his wife. How could I do an evil thing like that? How could I sin against God?" But she would not leave him alone. One day she grabbed him by the coat, but Joseph ran, leaving his coat behind. So she called her servants together and lied, saying that Joseph had tried to attack her. She told them she had screamed, which had caused him to run away. She kept the coat with her until her husband returned home that evening. When he heard her story, he was furious and had Joseph thrown into prison. But the Lord was with Joseph again. The man running the prison was pleased with him and put him in charge of all the prisoners. And because the Lord was with Joseph, he continued to give him success in everything he did.
Hold it. I thought you said we were both right about Joseph. He just went from bad to worse. When does he get famous?
All in due time, Allie.
So Joseph was a servant.
Yep, but not just any servant. He was put in charge of Potiphar's whole household. So he was kind of like the head butler of Potter's house-ish.
So even though he was sold as a slave, God still blessed him.
Absolutely, but not just him. God blessed Potiphar's whole family too, and all of his servants because of Joseph. And why do you think that is?
Well, Joseph didn't want to sin against God. He wanted to obey him, right?
Right. And Joseph obeyed God and worked very hard in his name. And God saw his obedience and honored it by blessing him and all of Potiphar's household.
But Sarah, then why was Joseph thrown in jail? If Joseph was obeying God, why would God let that happen to him? I just don't get it.
Well, that's a great question, Allie. And you know, sometimes God allows us to go through things that we just don't understand. Joseph did everything right. He obeyed God and honored his master, but he was still punished. But you know what?
What?
Even though Joseph's life was full of ups and downs, there was still one thing in his life that never ever changed.
What was that?
God was always with him. Do you guys remember the memory verse for today?
Oh, I do. It's 1 Peter 5:7. Turn all your worries over to him. He cares about you.
You see, today's memory verse and Joseph's story show us that God is with us no matter what, and that he cares for us and is with us in all circumstances.
So because I know God is always with me and that he cares for me, then I can turn all my worries over to him?
That's right, Ellie.
Do you think that's what Joseph did?
Well, what we do know about Joseph's life is that he trusted and obeyed God, no matter what was going on in his life. And the Bible tells us that God was with him wherever he went, that God blessed him, and that he made him successful in all that he did.
Even in prison?
Yep, even in prison.
Wow. I know I want to be like Joseph. Even when his life was really unfair and hard, he still chose to trust and obey God.
Yeah, me too. Well, except for the whole slavery in prison part. And when exactly does he get famous?
Well, you're just gonna have to wait and find out.
I knew you were going to say that.
You would think that after his brothers had sold him into slavery, Joseph's life would be over, miserable and sad. But instead, God was with him, and Joseph was successful in everything he did. But then, Potiphar's wife lied, and he was thrown into jail. But the Lord was with him there as well. You see, God wants us to know that he is always with us, and that he is in control of our circumstances, even when we don't understand them. They may feel unfair and not make any sense to us, but God is always at work behind the scenes. God had a plan for Joseph, and no matter what was happening to him, he wanted Joseph to trust him and obey him. And that's exactly what Joseph did. When he ran from Potiphar's wife, he was running away from sin. And even though it didn't keep him out of jail, it was the right thing to do, and God continued to be with him. So, I have a question for you. Will you obey God in all circumstances, even when your life doesn't seem fair? Will you trust that God is always at work behind the scenes, even when you can't see him? Because in Psalms 34:19 it says, "The person who does what is right may have troubles, but the Lord saves him from all of them." This week, let's practice doing what God asks us to do and trust that he is at work and will save us from our troubles. Will you guys pray with me? God, I know that life is sometimes hard, and sometimes it seems really unfair. I pray that you would help us to trust you in those moments and trust that you are working for our good. We love you, Jesus. We thank you for who you are and your perfect plan for us. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Hey guys, are you ready for tool time? Let's see how much you remember. Question number 1. Who did the merchant travelers sell Joseph to? Was it A, a potted fern, B, a man named Potiphar, or C, a pottery worker? Do you have your answer? The answer is B. A man named Potiphar bought Joseph and put him in charge of his whole house. Question number 2. True or not true? Things always work out great when we obey. Is this true or not true? The answer is not true. Joseph ran from Potiphar's wife, but because she lied, he still got thrown in jail. Question number 3. Why was Joseph successful in everything he did? Was it because A, the Lord was with him, B, he was super smart, or C, he came from a great family? Do you know the answer? The answer is A. The Bible tells us that the Lord was with Joseph, and he was successful in everything he did. Great job, everyone.
Wow! Seems like Joseph forgot to measure twice before he cut once. I mean, he just went from being a slave to being a prisoner. How is it that all these horrible things keep happening to him, especially when he's doing the right thing? I'm already ready for God to save him from his troubles. How about you? Well, it looks like there's gonna be lots more to this story, and I'll be right here awaiting for you next week. But if you're not ready to go yet, hold on to that extension cord, because Sarah's workshop is about to begin. See y'all later!
Hey guys, I'm Sarah, and this is Sarah's workshop with a shirt.
Hoo ha ha!
Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. Today we are learning how to build a tic-tac-toe game. Dun dun dun. And because we live in America and it's awesome, I decided to do this one to look like America, but you can make it look like anything, okay? So what you're gonna need, and again, you can find almost all this stuff at the dollar store. I found these really awesome pizza pans. That's what these are. A pizza pan. So these are pizza pans, which is really awesome, but you can also use like a wood trivet, or you could use a picture frame with a backing. You can really turn anything into a tic-tac-toe game, right? What's the craziest thing you could turn into a tic-tac-toe game?
I still don't know what a wood trivet is.
Okay. Oh man, where to start with this one? I don't even know. Okay, but we're gonna use pizza pans. Found them at the dollar store, they're really awesome. And what makes these super cool is the fact that they are magnetic, which means you could take this in the car and play on long car rides, and your pieces don't go flying everywhere. But if you don't have access to something like this, again, a plate, a square flat object, anything flat, really, that you can paint and decorate with your parents' permission is all you need.
Or a wood trivet.
Or a wood trivet. Now, I also got magnets from the dollar store. I found these really cool glass beads from the dollar store. You could paint rocks for your pieces. So you just need to find something you want to use as a piece. Tape, you need tape. Paint brushes. Paint. Water for your brushes. And potentially a hot glue gun, depending on what you want to put on your tic-tac-toe. I almost said game square, but that's not correct. Okay, so step 1, pizza pan. Step 2, tape. Okay, so I'm gonna lay my tape down first, like I did here. So I painted my squares on this one with chalkboard paint. So actually, if I don't have pieces, I can use chalk to play. So all those black squares are my spaces for pieces, but we're gonna use tape.
Cool.
We're gonna use tape first. I'm gonna take some really long pieces, and then I'm gonna lay them on the inside like this. And then ta-da, tape. Next step is we're gonna paint over that tape. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so because it's summertime right now for us, I'm gonna make mine look like a watermelon. But you can make yours look like anything you want.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, that works too. So the next step is, while you guys wait for your pan to dry. Yeah, see, here's my watermelon.
I like that.
Does it look watermelon-y enough?
That's super cool.
Do you know exactly what it is?
It's a watermelon with seeds.
Awesome. Okay.
I like
so
seedless
we're gonna
watermelons,
set
though.
this aside to dry. The next step is doing our game pieces. So I recommend you have 5 X's and 5 O's. I'm gonna give John 4 X's and 4 O's because that's how many magnets are in this pack. Okay, so here are the magnets for you. Now you guys can decorate these all you want. You can paint them, or you can use what I like to call a junk box for decorations. Everyone, every house, everywhere has an assortment of things like stickers and old beads or old jewelry and like cotton balls and cool ribbons. Everyone has a junk drawer with stuff like this in it. The nice thing about a junk drawer is that you can use all your junk to make stuff look really cool. So for mine, I'm just gonna paint, on my glass beads, I'm just gonna paint X's and O's. And let's see, what would be another fun color? Maybe orange. And I'm gonna do my X's in orange and my O's in a color that is not orange. I haven't decided yet. So after you've let this dry for a little while, you're gonna carefully peel your tape off. And when you peel your tape off, if there's a little bit of bleed through, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. It really does. How do you know that which ones are X's and O's?
I don't know, but it spells checkers.
Different game, John. Different game. This is tic-tac-toe.
Darn it!
They both are similar though. They both have squares that you put game pieces in.
Darn it!
So you're close, just not quite there. It's like unwrapping a present, guys. And ta-da! This is what mine looks like. So when I play this game, I'm gonna use my watermelon squares as my game piece squares, okay? So I'm gonna put my X's and O's in all my watermelon squares. And this is definitely tic-tac-toe. And not checkers.
Or checkers. Well, on a tic-tac-toe board.
You would need so many more
That's
squares.
like
like so many.
Double the fun. Look.
Wow! John, you're so awesome. Look at that. Checkers. Well, I hope you guys had so much fun today. Have fun playing tic-tac-toe.
See ya.